My first step in my trading plan is to select call and put strike prices at the money at 9:32. It's about a minute late, but 9:33 we go up to the symbol table. Click Options, SPX, and then at the money. I always like to see about 14 of these. Okay, so at the money is 68.60. Okay, and if I come right across from that, I get the put at the money. Okay. This should be 5 minutes. These are a little bit different. I've been looking at the support and resistance. And sometimes the SVE pivots are good, but support resistance lately has been good. I'm going to take Bollinger Bands off. Okay, we come over here. This way. Okay. I'm going to take the SVE pivots off and put support resistance on. And let's see here. Okay, this one should say yes, yes, no, yes. On UT bots, yes, yes, no, yes. Okay. Okay, now at 9:36, which it's about 10 seconds away, I'm going to start looking for a trade. That's my next step. I'm also going to check support and resistance lines. I would like the awesome oscillator to be less than 0 and green. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'd like that. And I trade only after a buy signal with a green candle. Okay, the puts up here, the volume zone oscillator, that's really high. That is a sign of being overbought. So I'd like to see this down where this one is over here on calls. Buy signal was on the first candle. When that happens, I stay away because the first candle is just so unpredictable because of it being the beginning of the market. You have to kind of wait till the dust settles a little bit. The awesome oscillator is below 0 and it is green. The volume zone oscillator appears to be going up. I want to look at the trading view and see what that looks like. Okay, a lot of selling going on here at the beginning of the market. These blue candles indicate that it is bullish right now. This is an indicator that's called, let's see, HH and LL scalper. You bring this over, you can see it. So here we can see it shows the high, 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 low, and there's the blue candles. The black indicates a bearish, although this is going up. So I might have to research that, find out what the blue and black mean. But that's the trading view chart. Put it back over here. So let's take a look at our steps again. Actually, let me see if I can go on and move this right here. I can put this back. Okay, the volume zone oscillator has started to go down a little bit. I would like to see this awesome oscillator in calls go down. Think of it like down below 0. Also, when we see in the awesome oscillator it go from green to red and back to green, think of that as somebody asking you a question. For example, is it raining outside today? And you said yes. But then you turned around and said, no, it's not. Well, yes, it is. No, it's not. So this represents like indecision here. So I don't like to trade when there's indecision. I like there to be a very forceful buy before I do something. Okay. A lot of times people will call that a high probability trade. So that's what I'm trying to shoot for, is something that I know is going to hit my mark. And we're waiting right now for the volume zone oscillator to do something. What I do like though is in the puts, this is continually going down. And on this support line here, which is the pre-market low, it hit that and then bounced up. So you just have to see what the volume zone oscillator is going to do. Last Tuesday I had a terrible trade. Lost quite a bit of money, but it was because I did not follow every single one of these rules. I traded and there was not a buy signal, and so I ended up losing on that. So I made this little trading plan up, and I follow it exactly. And maybe I might miss a trade every now and then. That would definitely be having FOMO, the fear of missing out. But it's better to have a plan and follow it to the letter, and you'll end up winning a whole lot more than you do lose. So right now I'm only going to trade after a buy signal with a green candle. So that's what I'm waiting for. We had this buy signal at the start of the day, but those are not reliable buy signals unless there is a bounce, which there is in this case. The red candle came down, bounce. We had this first candle is also what would be called like a spinning top / doji. So, and here it's come down some. Okay, I'm watching. These are 5-minute Heikin-ashi candles. I like the 5-minute. It just seems to be a time frame that is easy for me to watch, and it gives me a lot of information. Okay, here it tapped on this support line, and over here in calls I'm waiting for a green candle with a buy signal. But then again, this awesome oscillator, it's above 0. And so if I get a green candle with a green candle on the awesome oscillator, I might think about it. But this volume zone has to be heading up for me to do something. Okay, the volume zone oscillator is started to head up. On the call side, on the put side, the volume zone oscillator is heading down past the 0 line. And we have a red candle. So if I had bought this one, I would have already been stopped out. I'm going to show my template here for buying, I made up one called 25% profit, which when it hits above 25%, it sells. And I have a stop that is 25% also. And to make this template, I just went up to TRG with bracket. And then you can change it how you want. This one has plus minus. You can just go in and change it to percent if you want. So that's how I got to that, was TRG with bracket, which is up here when you do the drop down. Let's go back to 25% profit. We kind of look like here that we have a double bottom. So if I had a green candle here, buy signal, and a green bar, that would be my entry into this trade. Okay, that was to sell, that was selling the calls. So definitely don't want to be in, I mean puts, excuse me. That was selling puts. I don't want to be in that. I like to have both of these ready so that when it's time to buy, I just click the buy button. Usually my quantity lately has been 1, sometimes 2. Okay, we got a green candle on calls. This one I would probably buy 2. Let me plug that in, 1460. Okay. Okay, there's our buy signal. And 2. This is not below 0, but it's headed that way. I'm talking about the awesome oscillator and calls. Let's go ahead and buy this. For this particular account, I don't have the 25,000 minimum. So I'm going to need to wait to trade. 1520 though is what I would have bought that. Okay, I'm going to mark up here. $20.25. Okay, and this would have been my limit order right here. And the limit order that would have gotten me $1,010. So this still has quite a bit to go to hit that. All right, I'm going to put some music on and we'll just watch this trade, see how it unfolds. And I will put back the trading plan.
Through the haze, every street is telling me your name. Still the night won't let me go, chasing off the echoes all the same. Will I run from what I feel? Every step just turns the wheel. In the dark your voice remains, pulling me through all that change.
It is now 10 o'clock.
Place. I can feel a turning tide. Everything reminds me of your face. Well, I run from what is true. Every step leads back to you. In the dark, the light appears, pulling me through all that you make me feel like all is new. I don't know how or what it is you do, but somehow you make me feel like the morning sun, that all is true, and that things have just begun. What it is I'm looking for, honestly not really sure. I feel you, do you feel me? Magical telepathy. Because of you, everything I feel is new. I don't know how, but baby, must be 'cause of you. Somehow you make me feel like the morning sun, like never before, and that things have just begun.
All I did there was add the overnight low and the overnight high. You can do that up here. Those are the dotted lines. Let me say that again. What I did was I added the overnight low and the overnight high to the support resistance trend line. So I put overnight high, do these two, overnight low. Everything else is good. Okay, I'm going into the support resistance indicator. Support resistance indicator, yes. And it says plot overnight extremes. I changed that from no to yes because I was having trouble seeing my overnight high and overnight low. So let's see if that puts it in there. Yep, that puts it in there. All right. Right now I'm playing around with the UT bot alerts settings. Right now I have yes, yes, no, yes, which yes on signals from Heiken-Ashi candles. Show labels yes, price color on no, alert sound on yes. And I want to change this to signals from Heiken-Ashi candles no, labels yes, price color on yes. So here the buy signal was at 9:20. I put these back the way they were. Buy signal was at 9:30. Okay, 9:20, 9:60. Let's say 9:60. You get 4. Can't buy right now because I have not met the PDT rule for this particular account. I have on other accounts, but this is the account that I'm working with. Okay, so 960 is where we would say. So if I put 960 in my profit calculator, you bring that over so you can see that. 60. And let's say I did 4. That would be $3,840 of the premium. Okay, I need to get to 1,000. Lately has been my go-to, but between 1,000 and 1,250. So if I put in 1,250, okay, put this back over. Okay, so 1,250. So if I went up and marked this, and 1,250. We'll change this back. No on signals from Heiken-Ashi. Yes, and price color on yes. Show labels, alert sound on. Here we go. I'm going to save this particular one. Okay, so let's look back at this a minute. Check support resistance lines did that. I saw it to mean that this white line was a support line. The only problem is then the awesome oscillator needed to be less than 0. And here it clearly was not, and that was a red candle. So everything has to fit. I needed a green bar there on the awesome oscillator. Did not have it. Okay, here this was less than 0, but it's not green. It's red. I think the most important thing for the awesome oscillator is that it be less than 0. Then I'd like to see a green candle. But here it definitely was not less than 0. Here it was less than 0, but a red candle. Let's look at that other setting for UT bot alerts again. That would have been a green candle right there. So I think I'm going to stick with my old setting because it worked. I do like the Ikanashi candles. Morning, Justin. Sorry, I just now noticed. Look like right here we have something of a double bottom. And that was a buy signal on the puts. I'll be right back. I am sorry I've been on mute. That's what happens when I press the mute, get up, walk away for a minute. I apologize. One of the things I talked about was that I like to look at the Hikanashi candles because they're smoother than the other candles. If we take a look, style candle, it's just very choppy right here. And it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. I mean, you can tell what's going on, but it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. So if we go to the Hikanashi candles, it's a whole lot smoother. Okay, one thing that I want to point out also is this trading view SPY just seems to be trading right now in a range, like it's consolidating. That's what it looks like. So we know that after a consolidation, usually a move happens. So we're just waiting on that. I believe since I've been back, I've played around with the UT bot alert settings, and I found that the setting that I like the best is the signals from Hikanashi candles no, show labels yes, price color on yes, alert sound on yes. I also added the Bollinger Bands just to see what was going on here. I hope everybody can hear me now, and I apologize for not turning it back on. One thing that this buy signal here that I did not see was a green candle. And that is one of my rules, is I trade only after a buy signal with a green candle. Well, it's a buy signal with a green candle, but then the awesome oscillator needs to be less than 0 and green. Well, here it's less than 0, but is it green? No. So that means I need to wait. Now, if we looked over here, we had a green candle with a buy signal, but another red bar in the awesome oscillator. Here we had a green buy signal with a green candle and awesome oscillator, but the next candle, it's come down some. This is a significant area. I'm going to mark this. Right here. Okay, and that signal that I just got now was to buy calls. But we still have no green bar in an awesome oscillator. So this one's just not wanting to cooperate this morning. I don't know if it would have made any difference to be in the money versus at the money. Let's look at those. Okay, this is our option chain for SPX. And this first purple bar here is considered at the money. And then if you go directly across, that would be at the money puts. Now, in the money would be anything up around here. Puts in the money would be around here. Now, when I first started off 4 years ago, I was doing things out of the money, which in this case it would be like something like $1 here or $1.20 here, and that would have been considered out of the money. Out of the money, you have to buy more contracts. More contracts equals more commissions. More commissions means less profit. So I did this for a while. I bought like 150, 175 contracts. I just went crazy with the contracts. And I learned after a while that at the money was the best place to be. So instead of trying to trade a certain amount, such as $1, I was what was I saying? Instead of trading $1, I was trading a set amount when I should have been trading at the money. I can't stress how important it is to learn these terms of in the money, at the money, out of the money. It's also known as ITM, ATM, and OTM. I think it's quite ironic that the at the money strikes, which I've had a lot of success with lately, is the initials ATM for automatic teller machine. So that's interesting. Let's come back to our chart. We're just consistently making a high, then we had a higher low. I think that would be considered. Let's come over here. Here we had the higher high, lower low. So I went from the one opposite to the other opposite. And I'm waiting for another one of these boxes to tell me what direction. For example, a higher low possibly. But I'm not seeing that happen. Put this back. So this is a very undecided market today.
The capacity situation has tightened and the recession could be coming.
Is an act, the Crime Victims Protection Act, where they do have to be very cautious.
We finally have the green bar here. So if I had waited and to get this green bar and awesome oscillator, it's at 1220. I still want to see if it gets to that 1525, but let's take a look here. Okay, and I'm putting these alerts up to let me know when the price hits, because on this particular account, on a pattern day trading rule, and it went red. Okay, and this is inconsistent here. When we have one going red all the way down, then it should go green and then stay green and go all the way up like this here. But it didn't do that. Sometimes they don't always do like you want them to do. So if I had traded for real this morning, I would have definitely got stopped out. And this last trade, the stop would have been 9.15. And I would have lost 1,220. Okay, right here, this 20-day moving average, it's gone through that. That's significant. And this is continuing to ride the Bollinger Band down. It's gone through this resistance, 1325. It's past that. We're hoping to see it. Let's see. $14.80 and $15.25. Okay, it looks like the calls are doing a good job. And to recap, we had a buy signal here in calls, a red candle. Buy signal in puts. Excuse me, that was a green candle, but a red bar on awesome oscillator. On the puts, we had the buy signal, but the awesome oscillator again was red. Come back over here. Green candle buy signal, awesome oscillator red, so no. Now, we did have green awesome oscillator and green buy signal. However, we have all this inconsistency in awesome oscillator, and that just means it's not ready to move. Here we had a buy signal, but the red candle, then it went to green, back to red, now it's at green. So this morning has been very inconsistent. Watch for it to hit one of my alerts, because when it does that, that's just another way of saying that it could have made $1,000. I'm going to take a break for a little while, and I'll be back in about 15-20 minutes or so. I'm going to put some music on.
See many times I shine to wake my spirit, but it did not be alright. Before you plot against me, just know I prayed against it. Think twice. I swear my heart's supposed to be no gummy, I talking spice. Couldn't walk on my lemon shoes when you see me come correct. But the chat nice. Circle stay tight, no room for disguise. Chop, I dey chop all night. I look back at all and I'm all summarized. Stepping clean, baby, with the headline. Stepping clean, baby, with the headline. Chop, I dey chop on. Chop, I dey chop on. Chop, I dey chop all night. I make up so deep, so the things you just can't see. Now some brothers see the game, I know it's sad, I can't bring them home with me. Mama tears on the phone line, heavy in my chest, it hurt when I hear her weep. Dreams feel so distant when the nights get cold and I really can't even sleep. Blessings go forward on me. Blessings go forward on me. When it's dark, Jah like gold cover me. Voices in my head say, Luke, just believe. Lions are shining to wake my spirit, but it did not be alright. Before you plot against me, just know I prayed against it. Think twice. I swear my heart's supposed to be no gummy, I ain't talking spice. Couldn't walk on my lemon shoes when you see me come correct. But the chat nice. Circle stay tight, no room for disguise. Chop, I dey chop all night. I look back at all and I'm all summarized. Stepping clean, maybe with the headline. Stepping clean, maybe with the headline. Chop, I dey chop on. Chop, I dey chop on. Chop, I dey chop all night. Now the sun don't set on my victories. I'm a product of the pain and the memories. Every scar on my skin is a melody. Every loss that I took give me energy. See me now, I'm alive, I'm glowing. Fantasies and the dirt they keep growing. But they try to bury turn golden. See many times I shine to wake my spirit, but it did not be alright. Before you plot against me, just know I prayed against it. Think twice. I swear my heart's supposed to be no gummy, I ain't talking spice. Couldn't walk on my lemon shoes when you see me come correct. But the chat nice. Circle stay tight, no room for disguise. Chop, I dey chop all night. I look back at all and I'm all summarized. Stepping clean, maybe with the headline. Stepping clean, maybe with the headline. Chop, I dey chop on. 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 Chop, I dey chop on.
God, you see beauty where I see loss. Lucid dreaming, losing what you love. You're so enlightened that you forgot. All we need is someone else to hold. You found another place to float away, rising higher from the ground you claim. Wish that we could talk the same, yeah, about the things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love. But you're not asking, making sure I'm fine. If I'm not you, I haven't tried enough. Then you say you never shine so bright, but leave no room for light beside. Yours is all you ever seem to me. See you talk about health, but is it really that healthy? How you fulfill yourself? Maybe I shouldn't mind at all, but I miss when we were more similar. About the things you love, about the things you love, about the things you love. celebration. Is it my funeral? They're bringing flowers, baby. Am I the last to know? This ain't a celebration, 'cause it's my funeral.
So come and take the shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. What's going on with you? I will not lie for you. I can't relate, girl, when you say that it was overdue. I play no games for you, girl, what we trying to prove? I held it down, but shook it down, it's funny how I with you. It's deja vu, you say it's 'cause you're Gemini. So inconsistent while you anxious, we wasting ammunition. It's deja vu, I knew that you were never mine. So clueless, I guess you would never know. I need you to just be you. When you're playing dumb, I never even notice. But I'ma play the same game with you now. So come and take the shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. I was dumb enough to think that you were always right. I've been tripping on it daily, the devil that you made me. I can't be wanting you to feel me, you so out of line. I'm so done with all your news. Call it deja vu, repeating what I didn't want. So indifferent and I got no emotions now. I know it's deja vu and finally you're never mind. I ain't doing this wrong, not again. I need you to just be you. When you're playing dumb, I never even notice. But I'ma play the same game with you now. So come and take the shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a soul child, feeling so priceless. You got me taking shots with me now, shots with me now. Just like a Cadillac, feeling so timeless. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Late night FaceTime, hold tight, on fire, damn bright, I'm sipping on you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Felt tired all day, now I can't sleep. Thoughts keep me awake, just let me be. I reach for my phone and find your name. Shouldn't call, but I can't hold it in. So won't you pick it up? Please just pick it up. My mind is running. Try not to think of before we had a phone. You pick up your phone and see my name. But ignoring the calls, well, it's a shame that you won't pick it up. Please just pick it up. My mind just run around. Make it stop, pick it up. Don't want to interrupt, but I can't be alone. So please just pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And now it's like I can't go, staying up all night. I need to know that we are just fine. Please let me know. I see the sun rise over rooftop, shining slow. I hate this forest, I hate your voice saying it's alright.
Okay, oh my. Well, as they say, a watched pot doesn't boil. And so I stepped away for a minute and this thing just went flying up. I've put a yellow line down at the place that I would have need to have bought at to capture this big move. And I see that both of my alerts went off. Okay. And I think the key here was the real body and calls went above that 20-day moving average. And that's when things started to happen with that. Let's look over at the trading view. Okay. We had a break in the resistance and then boom, went up. So now we have the higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And we have gone beyond this higher high. So this one kind of changed its course. Let's see. This one closed on this first buy candle at 13.75. Just to show you how my profit calculator works. I put that amount. I've already forgotten it. 13.75. Okay. Put that amount in here. And to get 1250, I'm looking between 1,000 and 1250. Let's plug 19 in and see what we get. Okay, 1,050. That falls within that range. So the high up here was 2040, so we would have hit that. But not before hitting a stop loss. And then I think after the first stop loss, I would have gone down and said, oh, nope, that's a red bar. And then this other buy signal, nope, it's a red bar. And then there is when we buy, is the golden line, the yellow line. Okay. So these trading rules are very important. Trade only after a buy signal with a green candle. You know, yes, if that happens, but we still have to look and see the awesome oscillator if that's less than 0. And we have to also make sure that it's green, the bar is. So it could be less than 0, but if it doesn't have the green bar, it doesn't really mean anything, because that signifies that it's changing direction and headed up. So you don't want to get in something and then have it continue to go down a little bit more, which is what happened here with that red bar on awesome oscillator. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. And one thing I would stress is to paper trade for at least 3 months before you trade for real. That way you've got a chance to see what works and what doesn't work, and it's in a low pressure environment. And so paper trading is very important. Also, back testing. I can't say enough about that. I have back tested so much, and you can find out so much information from that. The way to back test is to go up to the on demand button and then select whatever date that you want to go on demand. This particular date, let's see, March 11th. I don't know why I had picked that, but let's go into it. Let me show you how I would back test that. I would do 932 because that's when I set my prices. Let's put up our little checklist here. Okay, so at 932, select call and put strike prices at the money. So we come up here to the symbol table. A lot of people don't know about this, that you can do this. And options and SPX. Okay, this one's not operating right. Let's try the 12th. Okay, that looks better. All right. I'm going to say all because I want to see all of the different strikes. Okay, 56.35. Come over opposite of that. Okay, and there's my buy signal, but don't do anything until 9:36. Then we come down here. Start looking for a trade at 9:36. Okay. I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Okay, I've got a buy signal, although it just went away. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to check the support and resistance lines here. The price is not really hitting any support line. The awesome oscillator is above 0 and it's red. Waiting right now for the buy signal to come back. So March 12th, 2025 is the date that we see up here. And back testing is such a good way for you to see patterns and to practice. The only thing that's missing in back testing is it does not provide a stop. It will allow you to place a limit, sell limit order, but as far as stop orders, they don't show up on the on demand. the main difference between on demand and paper trading is that on demand you can select whatever date you want. Paper trading, you've got to be on that day. Also, on demand you can go fast forward and back and different times, and you can't do that with paper trading. So the on demand feature is, I use that a lot, and I have probably done hundreds of trades like that. Okay, we've got our buy signal. I'm going to do one at 25% profit. And I'm going to double check that sell limit to make sure. See how these are going in steps 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want them to go in fives. It makes it easier to view that way. Okay. $1,070. Okay, this one also is going to do the same thing that the one this morning did. It's got this 20-day moving average. If this pops through there, chances are it's going to continue to go up and reach my mark. And when we look at our checklist, the support and resistance lines, this definitely is looking like this has been a support. And it's changed directions here. Start looking for a trade at 936. This happened at 940. So that's a check. The awesome oscillator, less than 0 and green. It's less than 0 and it's green. Trade only after a buy signal with a green candle. There's our buy signal, there's our green candle. And set a sell limit at 25% above. And stop loss at negative 25%. Right now it's at $265. That nice green candle it's got a long body. That is a very bullish thing. We need to hit the mark of 53.45. Okay, JOF 1608. I am in puts. One contract. I really like having the calls and the puts side by side because it lets me know what each of them is doing at the same time. I don't know how many people do that out there, but I found this to be one of the easiest ways of telling when something's going to break out. We're going to get a new candle in about a minute, and that will kind of give me an idea of what's going on here. Looking at calls, now this low kind of jumped up like that. I was expecting it to come down yet, but it did. Okay. The hardest part of trading is just trying to anticipate a move, and it's also important to be able to make an educated guess as to what something will happen. Let's see, I got in this trade. What was the amount? Let's see the other way. It was 42.75. Plug that in over here. You can also, on demand, you can speed up the playback here to 3 times. It'll say 3x up here. Ah, there it goes. It met the mark, which was 1050. So the first buy signal, it's very important to look at it. And you can't look at the very first one. You have to wait until 9:36. So this one fit the, checked all the boxes, and this definitely would have been a winning trade on the put side. March 12th, again, is this day that I'm looking at. I can't stress enough how important on demand is. I must have back tested about, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of trades. And back testing is really crucial and critical. That's almost more important step than paper trading. I would do back testing first, because then you can experiment with things, tweak things until you get it just like you want it. And then after you've back tested a while and it works and everything's on board, then you can go to paper trading and do that for a few months. And then when that's like you want it, then trade for real. But I would do all those things first, because that way that's like a safety net for you. I think what I'm going to do today is go ahead and, since this met its mark, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. This is Nancy Novick signing out.